As Tad Gormley went through a series of renovations, the 1996 Liberty event is now in its 16th year of competition.
The Liberty track meet has grown over the years and now ranks as one of the top track events in the state. 33 schools participated in the 1997 Liberty meet, featuring schools from as far away as Baton Rouge and Lake Charles. One of the more unique features of the Liberty track meet is that it is one of the few track events that allows competition across classifications. Track athletes from throughout Louisiana have an opportunity to participate against the best athletes in the state.
The Liberty track meet is sponsored by Liberty Bank each year. Additional sponsors for this year's event include Prudential Securities, WYLD and WQUE radio stations, Cox Cable, and WDSU-TV, which has provided $2,000 scholarships for the outstanding male and female track athletes for the past 10 years. The high school athletes compete in a series of events, including the 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, and 3200-meter races. 400, 800, and 1600-meter relays are featured events, and field competition includes the discus, javelin, long jump, broad jump, and pole vault. Dozens of high school coaches volunteer their time to officiate at the event, and a track meet committee of more than 30 people participate in putting on the annual track extravaganza. Bill talked to Winston Burns, the track meet coordinator, about his motivation for volunteering his time year after year for these young people.
Winston, you've been doing this for 16 years now, and I guess you've seen just about everything and heard just about everything in relation to this track meet. What keeps you going and what keeps you motivated to continue to come out here and volunteer your time and effort?
When I see the bright sunshine of these kids and their attitude about wanting to participate in the Liberty track meet, that's almost like a tonic for me. You know, if I can see this every year, then that's enough for me. I don't need the bingo money or all the big monies in the world. It's the idea of knowing that these kids are going to have some chance to do their performance and do it well and do it for their families, as I say, in the school. And that's what motivates me. And also, you motivate me because I know you're always there every year.
Okay.
I don't have to look at a strange person coming in because I've been dealing with you since junior high school. And that's a plus, you know.
All right. That's Coach Winston Burns, track meet coordinator. Thank you.
The participating schools this year included Abramson, Archbishop Blank, Boston High School out of Lake Charles, Carver, Clark, Cohen, John Curtis, De La Salle, Destrehan, Frederick Douglass, East St. John, Warren Easton, and Ellender High School.
Forshey, Higgins, Edna Carr, John Kennedy, Landry, Lawless, John McDonough, McDonough 35, McKinley of Baton Rouge, McMain, Rap Wayne, Reed, Scotlandville, Southern Lab, St. Aug, St. Mary's, Old Perry Walker, Booker T. Washington, West Jeff, and Xavier Prep.
The competition was fierce, particularly in view of the inclusion of schools from outside the metropolitan area this year. The finals proved to be some of the most exciting track and field competition seen in New Orleans for quite some time. Let's get on with our first event, the girls' 800-meter relays.
This is Bill Roussel, and I'm here with Denise Barrett. We're going to be your commentators for this final day of activity here at the Liberty track meet. We're looking first at the girls' 800-meter relay, and we've got a much better day to work with, Denise, than we did on yesterday with all that rain.
I'm telling you, it was a very ugly day, but it is gorgeous out here today. And you know, Bill, in this race, the schools to watch are Carver, Easton, and Southern Lab. I understand the girls can really go.
Well, we're going to see what happens. We're looking right here at, looks like Carver is out front right now, and they have a strong team. They won their classification in the state last year as a team, and their 800-meter relay team was one of the better teams in the state. They look like they might just take this event, and they right now are out front and look to be stretching it a little bit.
Well ahead. And it's going to be kind of tricky to pass that baton as well, huh? You got to make sure you hit it right in the palm of that other person's hand, huh?
That's what they tell me, Denise. You know more about that than I do. Didn't you run track?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, here we coming up then on. We've got the fourth exchange, and looks like Carver's going to take this race Girl from Carver is way out front. She's about to turn into the home stretch, and you finally see the second place runner, and that's the girl from Warren Easton.
That's right. She's coming up the stretch, and we're about to have a winner here, and it looks like Carver is going to take this race.
The girls from Carver, the winners in the 800-meter relay. Why don't you give us the results, Denise?
You're right, Bill. Carver came out the winner at 1:40, followed by Easton at 1:41, and Southern Lab, 1:44. Very close. McMain and Boston High School followed. Now we're going to take a look at the boys' 800-meter relay.
Here we go with the boys' 800-meter relay, and we're getting off to again a staggered start with these relay races. You have a staggered start, and it really takes a little while before you can determine who actually is going to take this thing. But we know some of the strong teams in this race, Denise, include St. Aug, and I think West Jeff might have a shot at him.
Well, we're going to take a look right here. As you said, right at this point is when you can really see who is actually leading up. God, look at this guy from St. Aug. He's really rolling. But it's kind of close, though. All right, we got another handoff here. This would be the, third exchange here? Okay.
And looks like, wow, St. Aug kind of got a real lift there. It must be those green shoes, Denise. I think that guy's got green shoes on, and that may be propelling him forward. Here we go right now to the, he should be coming up on the fourth exchange. And here we go. Let's see who's going to take this now.
They're coming in for the home stretch. They're coming in for the home stretch right now, huh? And he's really moving. So we're going to see if the other, the guy from West Jeff or John Mack can catch up. Wow, look at this. Look how close he's catching up.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, who's going to win this race?
I think St. Aug should.
Yeah. All right. Very good. What a good race. St. Aug beats West Jeff only by 0.28 of a second. Isn't that something? Followed by Higgins with 1:28, Landry, and Kennedy. Now let's go to the field with Bill, who's going to talk to the team from St. Aug.
Let me get everybody's name first.
Teddy Bush, DeJuan Brooks, Anthony Hurd, Joe Green.
All right, that was a great race, fellas.
Thank you.
Was this something that y'all planned on doing? I mean, you like you was ready to win this race. Everybody said St. Aug was going to take it, and St. Aug took it.
Yeah, we came off a hard year last year, and this year we said we had to work hard, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and so we got the mentality that nobody can't beat us, so when we get on the track, we do what we have to do, work hard. So what we're saying is that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to win. Supposed to win,
good luck to you in the state. I know you got that coming up in 3 weeks, is it?
Yeah. All right.
Congratulations, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, that's the 4 team members from St. Aug, and they just won the 800-meter relay. Now let's look at the girls' 1,600 meters, which just got started.
The 1,600 meter is one of those races where you're looking at pace in terms of what happens here. You're talking about 4 times around the track. It's a race that is all about stamina.
Yeah, Bill, I don't know if you or I would have enough strength to run endurance, if you will, to run around the track, not even one time. But in case you're just tuning in, you are watching the 16th Annual Liberty Track Meet at Tad Gormley Stadium. This is the girls' 1,600 meters. And as you know, they have to go around 4 times, so we're not going to watch this entire race. We're going to pick it back up later. But first, we're going to take a break and look at some of the results of some of the field competitions.
First, we'll look at the pole vault. In this event, we're looking at 2 young men from Destrehan High School, Josh Blackwell and Steve Kinney. They took first and second, giving Destrehan 18 points in this one competition. Next, we'll take a look at the high jump. We're going to take a look first at the girls' high jump results. Again, Destrehan High School has the winning girl here, Amanda Spivey. Tia Wavers came in second, Tiffany Hardison third, Brittany Hurst fourth, and Lorenzo Wynn fifth. In the boys' high jump, Ron Duplessis came in first. Cortez Hankton was second. Both of these young men are from St. Ault High School. Terrence Dixon finished third. Reggie Ford fourth. Giovanna Gooden is fifth. We're going to go back now and pick up the end of the 1,600 meters. And we're looking at somebody, Denise, who appears to have taken this race early, because that young lady's all by herself. Who is that?
Bill, that's Maya Richardson from Old Perry Walker, and she is excellent. She works hard year-round. I believe she's been participating in the Liberty Track Meet for a number of years, so she's well-groomed to do this.
I think she actually did well in this event last year, may have won it last year. I'm not absolutely certain about that, but Samaya Richardson from Old Perry Walker appears to have this race well in hand. Without a doubt, this is going to be one for Old Perry Walker. Samaya Richardson, all out in front by herself, coming up to the finish line, and we can declare right now, Samaya Richardson is our winner in the girls' 1,600 meters. Who else we got, Denise?
Well, Bill, we have Shamika Barty. She's from Boston High School out of Lake Charles, followed by another Shamika, Randolo. She's from Carver, and then Saraya Weathersby and Cecilia Acosta.
All right, Denise, now we're going to take a look at the boys' 1,600 meters, and again, we're looking at a race that takes a lot of endurance, 4 times around the track. The boys ought to do a little bit better than the girls as far as getting around here, but, you know, you need to have hearts in order to be able to be a long-distance runner, and that requires a lot of stamina, endurance, and all those things you need to make it. And I guess we have to see what these guys are going to do.
Yeah, that is so true. It is, you know, you have to really have your mind set together to be able to say, okay, I'm going to start this race and keep your pace together and finish the race, because that's so important. And you're just thinking the whole time, I got to do it, I got to do it.
Well, you know, one of the things about the Liberty Track Meet is that you have an opportunity to participate, and it's important for these young men to make sure that they, when they get started in the race, they need to finish it. And that's what it's all about. It's good to have winners, and it's good to have people feel good about victory, but the actual fact of participation is as important. We'll take a break right now from the boys' 1,600 meters and take a look at some of the field competition. First up is the long jump.
Let's take a look now at the girls. And we have a Liberty Track Meet record. Danielle Brown had a jump of 18 feet 5 inches. She's followed by Kia Callender, Samaya Richardson, Chanel Payton, and Amanda Spivey.
In the boys' long jump, Michael Hunter of Rob Wayne won it with 23 feet 2 inches on his winning jump. Sean Holmes is second, Joe Smith third, D'Artagnan Dejean is fourth, and Tron Smith comes in fifth.
Here with Danielle Brown. Danielle, it's good to have you here at the track meet.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, now you are a senior at McMain.
Yes, that's right.
How long have you been running track?
Since my 7th grade year, I've been running. I started varsity in 7th grade, but I really don't think I really did anything until 8th grade, probably. So for about 5 years.
Now, what have you done so far at the Liberty Track Meet? You're about to get a medal. What is this medal going to be for?
3rd place in the 4x1, and earlier today I got first place, my first place medal for the triple jump, and I haven't gotten the medal yet for the long jump, but I also got first place in the long jump.
This is wonderful.
And the 100, we're still unsure as to what place anyone got. I think I'm in the top 3, but I'm not sure. So I'm waiting on that medal also.
Now, you were talking earlier about you were not satisfied with a particular event that you did. Which one is that?
The triple jump, I've been jumping 40 feet steadily for the last 2 meets, and I expected myself to go 40 feet again this weekend. And yesterday, I don't know if it was the weather. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was, but I just went 38.4, and that was really a disappointment for me, because I felt like I had let myself down. I felt like I had let my team down. I wanted to set, I got first place, but I really wanted to set a better record. I wanted to leave a better record than 38.4.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed.
Now, you said this is your senior year, so that means that you're going to go to college and probably continue to participate. Are you hoping for a scholarship? Have you already received one, or what?
The schools that I'm looking at, my first choice is Cornell University, and that's in New York. My second choice is Harvard, and my third choice is Vanderbilt. The problem is that Harvard and Cornell don't give scholarships, And so basically I'm under need-based aid for them, and I'm trying very hard to get outside scholarships, like for track, for writing, for things like that, because I'm not going to get the money any other way. And I'm doing my best to do as well as I can so that I can get, you know, the money, extra money to pay for the college.
Yeah.
We're going to pick up at the conclusion of the 1600 race, and looking at our top two runners here, that's Isaac Curry from Destrehan, who has the lead, and Ivan Theron is in second place. They're into the bell lap. We're going to take a look at some of the other runners who are coming up behind them, and they're pretty much bunched together. We're going to have a tight race for third, fourth, and fifth, it looks like, in this race. And they're two guys running together from the same school.
That's right. They're from Landry, and I would have to bet that they work out together because they seem like they have the same pace, and, you know, they're trying to pick up the rear in this 1,600-meter race. But as you said, clearly, look who's out in front.
Yeah, Curry and Theron definitely have this race to themselves, and it looks like Isaac Curry from Destrehan is going to take it. He's starting to stretch out that lead over Theron, and once again, the teams from outside of New Orleans are showing out on us, Denise. Destrehan is, looks like they're wrapping up another distance race, and he definitely is going to take this one. He's got that one pretty well wrapped up.
Bill, at least the guy from Rob Wayne is going to come in second, so he's going to show the city pride in this race. But definitely Isaac from Destrehan has this race sewn up. Here are the results now. The boys 1,600 meters. Isaac Curry from Destrehan came in first, followed by Ivan Theron and Nazar Dahab. We're going to go on the field now and meet this great young man, Isaac Curry from Destrehan.
That was a great race in the city. Bit about your background. What year are you in high school?
I'm in 12th grade right now. Now, you know, just started running times like this.
How long have you been running the 1,600 meters?
For 3 years.
And is this the first big meet that you've had a victory in, or have you had some other victories along the road?
Well, I had a good summer where I ran summer track. I did pretty good. Last week I had second place in the 2 mile.
And you did first place here at the 1,600 meter. We wish you luck with the state. You got the state coming up. Are you ready for that one?
Yes, sir.
And what classification is Destrehan High School in? Was it 3A, 4A, or 5A?
It's 4E.
So the 4A schools better look out, because Curry Isaac is coming for him in the 1,600 meters. Congratulations, Curry.
All right, thanks a lot.
The girls are on the field now, stretching and getting ready for the 100-meter hurdles. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more of the Liberty Track Meet.
Welcome back to the 16th Annual Liberty Track Meet. We're right at the start of the girls' 100-meter hurdles. And they're off, and the two girls from Warren Easton there in the purple and white are the ones who appear to be out front. Yeah, they're going to take this race. It looks like Warren Easton with a 1-2 finish on this race. Denise, give us the results.
All right, Bill, Warren Easton came in 1 and 2 with Kia Callender and Kimberly Hawkins, followed by Denise Osborne, Michelle Rogers, and Tamara Sneed. Now I think we're going to take a look at what the boys are doing over in the 110 meters.
We're at the start of the 110-meter hurdles for boys, and they're off. The hurdles are an interesting race. You got to be ready to jump over those hurdles and keep moving, even if you knock a few of them down. Looks like that young man in the red shoes, that's D'Artagnan Dejean from Frederick Douglass. He's going to take this one. Give us the results, Denise.
You got that right, Bill. D'Artagnan Dejean from Douglas, DDD, came in number 1, followed by John Brown, Cornell Van Pelt, Oliver Celestine, and Jermon Williams. Now we're going to take a look at the girls' 100-meter dash.
All right, we're here at the beginning of the girls' 100 meters. We're going to determine who's the fastest girl out here today. And we're getting started with this race. Last year, Southern Lab did well in this race, and looks like they're going to do well again. That's Tia Lee out front, and looks like she's going to take it. Tia Lee. Give us the results, Denise.
Well, Bill, rounding out the top 5 are all local girls, and they are Sonia Hill from Carver, Danielle Brown out of McMain, Gabrielle Horn from Carver, and Dewana Smith.
Now we're going to take a look at the boys' 100-meter. We'll find out who the fastest boy is out here today. And we're off now, and they're bunched up right now, but that young man from 35 in the middle of the track looks like he's taking a lead. Yeah, I think he's going to take it. That's Talman Gardner. Talman Gardner wins in 10.9.92. Warren Woods is second. Chantez Bean third. Jay Shields fourth. And Jamon Williams finishes fifth. Denise talked with Talman Gardner.
Talman, congratulations. You just won the 100 meters?
Yes, I did.
All right, what school do you go to?
McDonald 35.
How long have you been running?
3 years now.
Yeah? This your first track meet?
No, it is.
I mean, well, Liberty track meet.
Yeah, I ain't competing in last year because I had a crook in my neck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I ran in the freshman year, though.
What did you do this time to help you prepare and be a winner as you are during this race?
Practice hard. That's all.
That's all you did?
Keep practicing hard.
Were you pretty surprised at the outcome of the race today?
Yeah, I had a lot of competitive people to run against. Lord help me pull it through.
All right, we're going to pick up the girls' 800 meters in progress. This is a very competitive race. There are 4 young ladies as we turn the last turn before coming in the home stretch. Young lady from Warren Easton is in the race, but that's Myra Combs from Southern Lab pulling up there in the green. She looks like she's going to take this one. Yeah, she's stretching it out on him now. Myra Combs from Southern Lab is our winner in the girls' 800 meters. Michelle Blunt out of Eleanor McMain came in second. Samia Richardson from Old Perry Walker was third. Letitia Shedrick is fourth, and Erica Durashow is coming in fifth. We'll pick up the boys' 800 meters in progress.
And, Bill, you're right. The boys are now coming into the final turn of the 800 meters. And Jamie Briscoe from St. Aug is really making a strong showing as he is leading the pack right now.
Briscoe's out front, but looks like he might have a little competition coming down the stretch here. There's a young man there from Alfred Lawless that's making a move, and here's somebody else coming up. But no, Jamie Briscoe won this race. Alfred Charlotte out of Alfred Lawless came in second. Lex Finazzo is third. Thomas Bernard is fourth, and Daraj Kaywood comes in fifth. Denise talked with Jamie Briscoe right after this race.
I'm here with Jamie Briscoe.
Yeah.
All right, tell me, you just won. Congratulations, 800 meters.
Yeah, it's 800 meters.
All right. And you're a student at St. Aug.
Yeah.
What year are you in, and when did you start running track?
I started my first year running track, but my first time ever running the 800. I'm a sophomore.
This is your first year running track, and you're a winner already?
Yeah, first time running the 800.
Okay.
I ran a quarter last year.
All right. So this is your first time running 800 meters, and you won. How does that make you feel?
It feels good because I got 2 more years left. And we tell what my time will be next year and the year after that.
That is wonderful. What else have you participated in so far during this track meet?
4x4. And I run a 4x8 within half today.
We'll take a look at the results in the girls' javelin. Mia Mouton out of Boston High and Lake Charles came in first. Cammy Darrensburg is second. Kimberly Hawkins third. Christy Merles is fourth. And LaShanta Stansberry is fifth. In the boys' javelin, Edward Reed out of Destrian High School comes in first. Brad Guthrie is second. Keith Singleton third. Steve Donos is fourth. And Chris Bullock comes in fifth. Now we're going to take a look at the boys' and girls' shot put.
And here's how the shot put rounded out. In the girls, we have Mia Mouton. She just won the javelin, so she comes in first in the shot put, followed by Nicole Clay, Samel Day, Kathy Landry, and Angela Jones. In the boys, the results are Dwayne Pierce out of Carver, Larry McKinney, Southern Lab, also one of his classmates, Kevin Thomas, came in third, followed by Jesse Jackson out of Lawless, and Bruce Craig out of Destrehan High School.
Richard, we're at the 16th annual Liberty Track Meet. Liberty celebrating 25 years. A lot of big anniversaries going on this year. Tell me a little bit about the meet and how we're looking in terms of developing it into what the vision the bank has for the meet to become.
Well, we hope that this meet eventually becomes a premier meet in the whole state. It's rapidly headed in that direction. Here until 2 years ago, the meet was restricted to Orleans Parish and Jefferson Parish athletes. But 2 years ago, we started inviting athletes from throughout the state, outstanding athletes, to showcase their talents also. So we think that this meet can become the premier meet in the whole state of Louisiana, and maybe even eventually become a tri-state meet.
Well, I understand Liberty Bank has kind of branched out, too, so I know you got some participations from schools in Baton Rouge, and Liberty's got a couple of branches up there now, so this part of some grand strategy that the bank has to just take over the state of Louisiana?
Well, why not? Yes, and anytime we go into a community, we want those people in the community to know that we are a good cooperative citizen, and anything that we do community-wise, we want to include people from any community where we have a branch. Hence, the schools in Baton Rouge have participated in the meet since we've had a branch there. Now 2 branches there. So I don't think there's any limit as to what this thing can do in terms of growth. I think we are very wise in having controlled growth rather than just growing to be growing, though. And it's a very, very exciting time to be working at Liberty Bank and Trust Company.
We want the best. The great thing about this meet is that it's the only meet in the state that allows a student, regardless of whether they attend a parochial school, a private school, a public school, they can come. It's non-divisional. I mean, it's a head-up meet. The best in the state runs against the best in the state. This is the place to be.
And you've had some great races already today, and I'm sure we're going to see some more. Marva Arsenault, thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure, and y'all have a great day.
Alden, Liberty's celebrating its 25th year right now, and I know one of the key things that kind of got Liberty launched into its community involvement and the special position it holds in the New Orleans community was this track meet. Tell me a little bit about how that all evolved and how this track meet became such a key part of Liberty's overall community involvement program.
Well, from our very early days in the banking business, we got involved in a lot of community activities. And this gentleman here to my left, Mr. Winston Burns, was the one that came and wanted us to put a first-class track meet together because they had none for the school system in Orleans Parish of any type of caliber. So we, the first year, went out and put that first-class track meet together, which has grown now to, this is our 16th annual. I think we missed 2, one because of rain and one because of renovation, 3. Right. So it's really like 19 years out of the 25 years that we've been in existence. And one thing that's good for the community as a result of the track meet, we take the positive side of youth in our community and showcase them. That was Mr. Burns' original intention, is to have something positive where the youth can be positive about themselves and become heroes really in their community. And when they get to see themselves on television, all of their brothers and their sisters and the aunties and the cousins and all of the kids from the school is going to say, I know that guy. So that guy becomes a role model right then and there. So here, it's a method of generating 500 new role models every year by having the track meet and having it televised and having it played up. So this here goes to Mr. Winston Burns. It was his idea. All we did was try to implement it, and but all of the credit goes to Mr. Burns for the attitude and his thought and his vision on it.
How's it been working with Liberty Bank?
Well, let me put it this way. People can have vision, but other people have double vision with their finances. And that's what we didn't have. But in reference to the kids, I always like to put it this way. Mr. McDonough gets a lot of credit, I get a lot of credit. But my credit goes to all these kids. And the reason for that is that they are the ones that are really working hard up to this track meet to do a positive thing for the community. We have that many young kids that's not here, that's not positive. And rather than us get praised many times, and rightfully so, we try to motivate them. But most of the praise and all of the praise should go to them. And this is the way this guy is too. You know, he always come up and say, we're doing this, we're doing it. But it's always a focus on these children. And I told you yesterday, the most happiest time in my life is when I look up in the stand and I see the joy of the people looking at these kids and look on the field where they're running and look at their faces. It's a correlation of happiness, man.
We're going to take a break right now and let you hear some important messages from some people who are important to us. We'll be back right after this.
For a different perspective on state and local issues,
For the latest information on events and people who make things happen.
And for critical information to enhance your political and economic empowerment.
join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for the Liberty Network on Cox Metro 10.
You're watching more than just television. You're watching the technology of tomorrow working hard for you today. Where Cox Communications fiber optic technology ranks first in reliability. So whatever the weather outside, inside, your picture remains sharp and clear with more channels and choices than ever before.
Great night for cable TV.
Cox Communications. And you thought you were just watching television.
Coach Winston Riley is our track meet honoree for 1997. Coach Riley, I know you're a very humble man, and I know that from having the opportunity to interview you, but this has got to be kind of special for you, and I hope that you're finding that people really do appreciate all that you've done over the years.
I really think they appreciate me, and I appreciate them. The reason why it's so special is because I've almost come to the end of my coaching career. And to be honored like this is fitting. I don't know if it's a fitting climax, but it's a great climax for me. It'll give me something to think about when I'm sitting at home and I can no longer get out here and coach kids. It'll give me more time to be with my wife, but it'll give me a chance to reflect, and this will be something great to reflect upon.
Ms. Riley, I know it must be interesting to be married to a man who does dedicate so much of his time to young people, but that must be all right in the long run, though, to see him doing what he does, and I'm sure he deserves all that he's getting today.
Yes, he does. He has always been interested in working with children ever since he was a coach at McCarty Elementary School, and it grew from there on, and all I can say, I'm happy to have Winston doing whatever he likes to do. Whatever he does, I'm as pleased with him doing it as he is pleased doing.
If you could give advice to some young people, what would you tell them right now that might help them along their way, to help them to become productive and good citizens as they continue along their path of life?
We all need to give praise to God, and we need to make sure that we honor our mothers and our fathers. We need to take all of those things that are valuable and live by them. We should have a code, and when you set your code, it should be something good that you should be able to live with and wake up the next day and be pleased that you have made that a part of your life. Most young people, if they would just try to do the things that the elders tell them to do, they're going to find out that they're not hated. They're loved, and the reason why the elders are telling them to do these things is because it's going to make them a better person.
Welcome back to the Liberty Track Meet. We're here at the beginning of the girls 4x100. This is one of the exciting races in any track meet. We're looking at one time around the track, 4 baton changes, and right now we're getting started. It looks real staggered. There's a staggered line up there, so it's hard to determine exactly who's out front right now, but the two favorite teams in this race are Southern Lab and Carver, and I expect that they're going to come pretty close together toward the end. We're going to look at the third exchange right now. You can see the girl from Southern Lab is really stretching it out. Looks like she might be picking up and having a lead. That's Southern Lab in the green and yellow, and Carver in the green and orange. They're coming down at you, right at you, right at you. Southern Lab has the lead right now, but the girl from Carver is really making a move. Wow, she's coming up on him. I think he's going to take it. That's a close race, Denise.
Bill, that was so exciting. You want to know how close? Look at the final results. 1/100th of a second. Carver High School takes the race, followed by Southern Lab, then McMain, Boston High School out of Lake Charles, and Warren Easton. What a race. Can I have your name?
Chanel Payne, 11.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Chanel Payne, grade 11. Sonya Hill, grade 10. Brown, 12. Michelle Rogers, junior.
All right, well, since you're a senior, I'm going to start with you. Congratulations, first of all. The three of you ladies won the 4x1.
Yes. And, we had running for time, and I had to pick up the stag. I was first leg. I had to go pick up the stagger for her to catch the rest.
Okay, how do you feel about winning?
Great.
Nice.
That's all I was thinking about all day. 4x1.
Yeah, Denise, we're going to see if the boys 4x100 can be as exciting. We're getting started now. Again, you're looking at that staggered start, so don't think that guy up there at the top is in front, because he may not be. We're looking at the exchanges right now. In the first exchange, looks like St. Aug is doing well so far. McDonald 35 has some strong runners in this race. Looks like they had a little problem there on that exchange. St. Aug kind of fell behind, and now we're looking at the third exchange coming up, and clearly McDonald 35 is out front. But look at here, St. Aug is making a move. The ball from St. Aug is coming up on him. Can he catch him at the wire? I think he did. Let's take a look at the results. St. Aug comes in first with a time of 42.51 seconds. McDonald 35 is only 0.07 of a second behind. George Washington Carver is third. West Jeff fourth. Destrehan fifth. Denise, talk to the St. Aug guy.
DeJuan Bush.
Bush.
All right, DeJuan, you just won the, 400?
4x1.
4x1
Yes,
relay?
400 meter relay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a heck of a race.
Yes. I just, 4x1. I seen 35 in the lead. I said I had to go catch him because I worked too hard for this, It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. So I said, I practiced too hard. So I said, I have to go catch him,
And you did. I mean, y'all were like neck and neck.
Yes.
Gee.
I have to thank God for this.
Did you win in those shoes?
Oh, yes.
Look at those shoes. You think they had anything to do with your success?
Yeah. He's sprinters fight, so, it makes me run on my toes. And if I run on my toes, it makes me faster, so that's why.
All right. And your name again?
Theodore Bush.
And Theodore, did you run in this race, or what race is it?
Yes, ma'am. I ran in the 4x2 early, and in the 4x1, I was third lead.
All right.
And I would just like to say that we are most definitely back from last year.
Yeah, you're right. All right, what would you like to add to this?
Oh, I'm Anthony Hurd, I was on the relay and stuff, and it was a close race, but I say the only reason why I was close was because me and my fellow partner had a bad handoff, but it was close, I just got to give it to him right here because he handled his business.
All right, go St. Aug. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right.
Now we're going to take a look at the girls' 400 meters. One time around the track, staggered start. Take us a little while to sort this out. But as we move around the track, we'll begin to see some of the young ladies emerge and we'll see who's going to capture this race. Looks like we got two girls from Carver that are doing very well in the third and the eighth lane. Young lady from Warren Eastern is hanging in there. We have a young lady from McMain, Lionel Lynch, that's also doing well. We're getting ready to come down to the stretch of this race. They're turning into the home stretch, and right now, DeWanna Smith from Warren Eastern is making her move. Zelina Lynch is right on her, though. That's DeWanna Smith from Warren Eastern out front. Zelina Lynch from Eleanor McMain is second, and DeWanna Smith takes the girls 400 meter. Let's look at the results. DeWanna Smith from Warren Eastern is first in a time of 57.61. Zelina Lynch is second. Tanaj Taylor is third, and Siobhan Wilson of Carver comes in fourth.
All right, we've seen the girls take their 400 meters. Now let's take a look at what the guys have to do. And they're moving a lot faster than the girls were. Rounding out the track, coming in number one, I see a guy from St. Aug, that's Gerald Green, followed by, well, it's kind of hard to see as they make their way around this track to see who actually is in the lead. You got St. Aug and coming in first, and who is that guy coming in second? From Higgins, I believe, and Landry. Boy, they are moving. One time around the track, and it's a three-way tie, looks like to me. St. Aug, Landry, and Higgins. Look at her. All right, and he's coming in. It's just about over. And Gerald Green from St. Aug has this race. All right, go Gerald Green from St. Aug. He came in at a time of 49.14, followed by Frank Thompson out of Higgins, Kevin Harris from L.B. Landry, Deshaun Edwards from Clark, and Darylus Beard from Old Perry Walker.
Now we're going to take a look at the girls' 300-meter hurdle. This is one of those races where technique is everything. You got to count 13 steps between each hurdle just to catch it just right so you don't break your stride and you can keep going. Right now we're looking at a young lady who appears to be out in front, but looks are deceiving because this is one of those staggered lane kind of races, and as we come to the home stretch here, the two girls from Warren Easton seem to be out in the lead. We're looking at Kimberly Hawkins making a strong run on this race. She really has her technique down, and she's coming up on those hurdles, and she's clearly out front in this race. Tia Callender is doing well as well. She's also from Warren Easton, but Kimberly Hawkins wins this race. We'll take a look at the results. Kimberly Hawkins from Warren Easton wins in a time of 46.88. Tia Callender second. Laura Winbush is third. Denise Osborne is fourth. And Tedra Washington is fifth.
All right, let's see what the boys are going to do as they take on their 300-meter hurdles. We have D'Artagnan Dejean, Delando Davis, John Collins, and Raynell Thornton running in the hurdles. And you really have to know how to pace yourself, as Bill pointed out earlier, and know just when to take that jump and keep the speed going at the same time. So there are a lot of things that's going on in these young guys' heads as they're running this race. But we're getting right down to the final stretch, and it looks like D'Artagnan with the pretty red shoes is out front, and D'Artagnan Dejean out of Douglas takes the boys' 300-meter hurdle. And coming in at number 2 is Delando Davis out of Carr, John Collin out of Carver, Raynell Thornton, who's a student at De La Salle, and Neil Garrison of Fauché. Now let's join Bill Roussel, who's on the field with the big winner.
The hurdles, some of your specialties, D'Artagnan? Yes, they are. I practice on the hurdles as hard as I can, and just try to get first place every time I step on the track, you know. It's kind of like total domination.
I understand. You, what's your classification this year?
I'm a junior.
So you got one more year over at Douglas, right?
Yes.
You getting ready for the state right now?
Yes, I am. Try to come out on top this year. I came up third last year in state. Kind of fell short, but I'm not worried about it. Because I know I had another year to come back, so I'm just looking forward to getting back there again.
Well, you one of the top point getters at the Liberty Track Meet. We congratulate you on your accomplishments, and we wish you well as you go forward.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we've seen a lot of races here this evening, Bill, but this has got to be another exciting race. This is the girls' 200 meters, and these girls are really rolling down this track, okay? I mean, they're going real fast, and that's the whole idea, of course. But right now we have in the lead 2 girls from Carver, as a matter of fact. They're running neck and neck. Chanel Patton and Sonia Hill. And they're coming around, and look how quick the race is. And clearly, Chanel Patton takes this race out of Carver with a time of 25.31, followed by Sonia Hill, Brittany Hurst, Kenya Warren, and Dawn Williams. The girls made pretty good time with their 200 meters. Let's take a look at what the boys are going to do.
The boys are on the track, and they're ready to roll. The boys' 200-meter dash. And they're off, and they're blazing around the track. We're looking at them coming into the turn at the 200 meters, and they're really moving. Talman Gardner, the guy who won the 100-meter dash, is also out in front on this one. But he's being challenged by the brother in the first lane. But Talman Gardner's going to take this race. Talman Gardner from McDonough 35 wins in a time of 22.20 seconds. Warren Woods is second. John Brooks is third. Cedric Green fourth. And David Perkins comes in fifth.
We're picking up the last 100 meters of the girls' 3,200-meter race, and clearly, she's out here by herself. That's Christina Brown out of Boston High School and Lake Charles, and she's won this race. And she's followed by Sahari Weathersby out of Carr, Samaya Richardson from Old Perry Walker, Christy Prejean and Chanel Jones. Wrap up the girls' 3,200-meter race.
We're looking at the last lap of the boys' 3,200 meter, and Isaac Curry has been lapping people. Those two guys you just saw him pass, he had just taken him out the race because he's lapping. He's coming up right now to lap somebody else. Isaac Curtis is clearly the class of this field. He laps everybody in this race except one guy. Isaac Curry out of Destrehan, a sophomore. We're going to see a lot of this young man. He's going to be around a lot, and we'll be following him with the Liberty track meet for quite some time. That's Isaac Curry out of Destrehan High School, and he's got a lot of steam left for the last leg of a 3,200-meter race. Isaac Curry, clearly our winner in the boys' 3,200-meter out of Destrehan High School. Isaac Curry, clearly the class of the field. He wins this race with 9 minutes, 46 seconds. Chris Levy is second. Andrew Calise third. Nazar Dehab fourth. And Jason Engine comes in fifth. We're going to pick up the last lap of the girls' 1,600-meter relay. And out front right now is Southern Lab. Southern Lab won the track meet last year, and they have a good group of girls over there running, Denise. And girl from Southern Lab seems to be stretching it out. She looks like she might just take it.
But, Bill, you know how it is in relay races. Fresh legs come in, and then they start making their move, and then it's a different race.
It is a different race. Warren, the girl from Warren Easton, is clearly taking on this young lady from Southern Lab, and she looks like she's going to pass her up. This is an exciting race, Denise. Warren Easton has taken the lead.
Wow, look at that.
But look out now. Eleanor McMain, girl from McMain, is making a move. She's passed the girl from Southern Lab. Warren Easton is out front, but right now the girl from McMain is making a big move. Can she catch her afterwards? Can she catch her? Wow! She won! McMain wins!
McMain, you got that right. They came in with a time of 3 minutes, 35 seconds, followed by Warren Easton, Southern Lab, Carver, and Boston High School out of Lake Charles. That was a real exciting race, Bill. All right, I'm with the ladies here from McMain. You all just won the 1-mile relay. Is that correct? Yes. Congratulations to you. You brought it in from the rear. What is your name? And what grade are you in?
My name is Valina Lynch, and I'm in the 9th grade.
All right, what about you?
Savannah Hart, I'm in the 10th grade. Michelle Blunt, I'm in the 10th grade.
All right, and what about you?
Lauren Gallette, and I'm in the 10th.
Okay, who started off the race? Me. All right, now how did you feel when you first started off, and did you hand the baton off to your teammate first, or did you kind of get started, or what?
I don't know, I'm trying to keep it close.
That's all right. Okay, did you think that you all would win as a team?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what about you? What leg did you run in?
Second leg.
Second leg?
And when I had to stick, I tried to, get closer to the front runners, so that when I handed off to her, we could be close in the race.
All right. Now, you were in the middle of the whole thing, huh?
All I knew, I had to go get somebody. Because if I got him, I knew she'll bring it in.
You know how close that race was?
Yeah.
Do you realize that you would not have
come leaned over, she would have got it.
Exactly. So how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good.
All right. Do you all always run together when you do the relays as a team?
Yeah. 4x4. Yeah.
4x4. Well, congratulations. Like I say, go McMain.
Go McMain.
Yeah, it looks like St. Aug is out front on this one. Maybe we'll have a similar result, and this young man from West Jeff might just pull a surprise here. St. Aug has always had the class of the field in the relays, and particularly the 400 meters over the past few years. The young man from St. Aug is clearly out front. Looks like he's going to hold on for this one. He looks like he's got it. St. Aug wins the boys 1,600 meters. St. Aug is first with a time of 3 minutes, 19 seconds. West Jeff second. L.B. Landry third. Clark is fourth, and Frederick Douglass comes in fifth.